Hello and welcome to Explicit Pleasures. I'm your host, Ray, and we have an awesome show for y'all this evening. Our topic will be, in a threesome, even if you don't interact with the same sex, are you still bi? And we also have, how far would you go sexually for your partner? I'd like to thank our sponsor, Moses West and Sex on Stage. Don't forget to get your tickets. He still have very few available. August 8th, 9 p.m., Demure Banquet Hall, 9400 Atlantic Boulevard. So y'all make sure y'all hit up Moses West on Facebook. And I think it's Supermo on Twitter. So y'all make sure y'all hit him up. Y'all still have enough time. 8-1, which is August 1st, 9 p.m. Demore Banquet Hall, 9400 Atlantic Boulevard, Jacksonville, Florida. Hello, late. Also, we have on the panel today Matt, and we also have Aaron on our panel, our male panel. And our first topic is actually we're gonna speak to Matt about that. Matt is the one that's Matt's philosophy. We'll say that in the threesome, even if you don't interact with the same sex, you're still bi. So let's get right into it. Hello, ladies.
Hey there. Hey, how you doing?
All right. How you doing, Miss Blak?
Hello, ladies.
All right, let's get right into it. So who first? Who wanna jump in there first?
What was it?
Okay, so if you're in a threesome, even if you don't interact with the same sex, you're still considered bi.
No, I disagree. This is Miss Blak. Yeah, I totally disagree with that.
Okay, just like that. Disagree.
You want me to explain why?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Sorry about that. Yeah, but I totally disagree. Because, I mean, it's an attraction between three people, not two people, so it's not like you're designated to the same sex. You're actually in the same room doing the same activities with the opposite sex and the same sex. So, you know what I mean? If y'all have no contact whatsoever, then, I mean, it's not same sex. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to just say, oh yeah, since she had a threesome, she's bi, or since he had a threesome, he's bi. And I mean, it's just the same thing. Like if a man can sit and watch porn, and he's watching a man screw a woman, then I mean, what's the difference? There's only one difference. You're not in the same room. Other than that, I mean, you're doing the same thing. You're gonna see his dick. Hey, for a female, she's gonna see the girl's pussy. So I mean, it's there. If you ain't enjoying that yourself, then I don't think that you're gay or bi. I know it's a difference. Bi.
Okay.
In a nutshell.
Miss JusCreate, how you feel about that? Who said they disagree?
No, I said I totally agree.
Oh, okay, you agree. Let
me. You agree?
I want to speak to Matt.
I want to explain. This is Matt. I do want to explain kind of what I was getting at, the theory behind it.
Okay.
I love hearing what y'all think.
I want you to explain it first. How do you know?
Explain it?
Yes, please.
All right. So basically, what I was getting at, that sexuality is more like it's a spectrum. If you put it on a scale to 1 to 10, 1 being entirely homosexual and 10 being entirely heterosexual, I mean, each of us kind of fluctuate on that scale in different, like somewhere in the middle, like a 5 would be someone who is completely bisexual, who would make just as passionate love to a man as they would a woman, but but you can kind of slide down that scale a little bit when, think of it like this, if you and another man are both naked in a room, dicks out, both your dicks are hard, and both y'all having a good time, like, that's something that it's not entirely heterosexual, And it's important that we acknowledge that and kind of say, it's. I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or a good thing or anything. I'm just saying it is what it is. It's, and back to your point on what your the last guest was saying about porn. I forget which comedian it was, but there was somebody. I think it was Lewis. Maybe not Lewis Black, but there was a comedian that was saying that you watch porn and you don't want the guy in the porn to have this tiny little flaccid, unappealing, kind of unhuge. I don't know what the right word is. Like it's nothing sort of thing. You're not going to watch it. You're not going to be interested in it. And so the kind of mentality behind it is, well, then you want a big throbbing dick in your porn. As a man, that's a little bit Ron White. That's who it was. And it's kind of like, watching porn. That too does make you a little bit, bisexual. You're enjoying watching the same sex engage in a sexual act, and when you're in the same room, it's one sexual act. It's all together. It's it's not something that you can separate. Like, he's on the other side, so I'm good. We got some space. Now you're engaged all in one sexual act. You are engaged in a sexual act with someone of the same sex.
Okay. Real quick. So my question is, say for instance, you a man, you in the shower with another group of men, in the same shower, locker room, whatever, y'all all naked. It's not like everybody is staring at each other dick up in the locker room and something like that. So, by your same rationale, wouldn't them guys be gay as well? Because they all around each other, butt ass naked.
But it's not a sexual act. Yeah, that's different than like both of y'all trying to tie them up and make sure they can bust on their face together. That's completely different.
I have
a question for you. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm good. I don't know the rationale. I can see where the rationale comes from. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
All right. Well, the easiest way I can break down the scale a little bit, because it is like sexuality it's not a concrete. It's not black and white. It's not a light switch that's on and off. It's more like a dimmer. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So you start with 5 as clearly bisexual, someone who would make love to the same sex as equally as they would the opposite sex. 6 would be like, if on the scale, given that 1 is completely homosexual and 10 is completely heterosexual. A 6 would be someone who still prefers the opposite sex but has engaged in a little bit more than just being in the same room. 7 would be like someone who's done it but not really, it's not their thing, but they've done it, and maybe they're thinking about, maybe they've reached over and accidentally like jiggled someone's balls or something, And 8 would be someone who's like considering it, but that's to me, and 8 would be most guys who have had threesomes with another man but never touched them. To me, that'd be an 8 on the scale of 1 to 10. 9 would be someone who's thinking about it.
Is 10 gay, or?
I would like to throw my little 2
1 is
cents
completely
in.
Homosexual. Like, not interested in opposite.
Now, I kind of understand, as far as the porn, I kind of understand what you're getting at, because there's certain things I don't feel, solely my opinion, I don't feel that straight men would engage in when it comes to a woman and she's holding both dicks in her hand and she got them both in her mouth. Let's be real, they're not going to get off like that. I mean, it's something to do, but and I watch a lot of porn. I'm not afraid to say that. I watch a lot of porn, and I have yet to see a woman with 2 dicks in her mouth sucking them at the same time where a man busts a nut. So I really don't get that, and I don't feel like a straight man would engage in that. Would be comfortable. I'll say be comfortable with that. Also, when it comes down to like DP, double penetration, that's very close. I've seen it sometimes where the balls actually touched, as well as I've actually seen porn.
That's the cardinal rule.
Yeah, I've actually seen porn where they actually put both of their dicks in her at the same time. That I'm not sure if y'all saw that, but I've seen it enough. That make me, I had a moment then, because I don't know any of my straight friends that will go that far in a threesome, so I kind of get it, but I don't agree. I mean, if you have two women, for instance, in my case, since I'm a woman, if you have two women and you have a woman sitting on this man's face and another one sitting on his dick, and they don't even see each other, you understand what I'm saying? I mean, they back to back. Like, I don't understand how that would make them gay. Well, not gay, excuse me, bisexual, especially when there's no titty rubbing, no kissing, no ass smacking. I mean, there's no contact between the two women at all. I don't see how that makes them bisexual. There may be no contact,
but like, I'll always go back to the fact that you're comfortable engaging in one singular sexual act with someone of the same sex. Like, no, you're not touching, no, you're not. You may not even be penetrating, but the idea that you're okay with it, the idea that you're willing to actually do it, kind of lends to that idea that you're more acceptable or accepting of the same sex in a sexual way.
Women are uncomfortable with undressing in front of other women. Women are. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
One of those things that that you have to think about is that, at some point in your mind, you have to say to yourself, like, yeah, this person's attractive enough to have a threesome with me. No matter who you are, guy or girl, like, at some point you also judge that other person. I mean, most likely this judging happens before the clothes are off and before, stuff like that. So, it's not really like, oh, I wonder how big he is, if he's bigger than me or stuff like that. Or I don't know if guys think stuff like that. But, there's definitely attraction rating.
But you have
on inside the mind as well.
But you also have women that's comfortable enough with themselves to say, "Oh, girl, that's a cute dress. Your ass look fat in that." I mean, does that make her bisexual? Because you have a lot of women that have no problem with
compliment. I do that all the time.
Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? And just because you get I think is women are so used to, and men are even used to women tearing each other down, till when you have a woman that say, "Girl, you look cute." Okay, you got the girl sitting up. Okay, you got the cleavage out. That don't necessarily make that person bisexual or.
Yeah, but that's not a sexual act.
But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My thing is, okay, I get Matt's logic. I totally get the logic behind it, because, like you said, if you're watching a porn, whether you're male or female, it's certain things that you're attracted to in the porn. And I'm not personally watching a porn where a little big nigga is trying to fuck a big bitch. I'm not watching. So it's definitely things that you have to do. You have to be open to. Just because I'm open to it, does that change my sexuality? It's like that's where I just disconnect.
Exactly. I mean, you have women. I played sports, basketball, volleyball, all kind of shit. I was in the locker room a lot with other women undressing. I've watched porn before with another woman. Well, it wasn't just her. It was enough of us. But and that's a sexual act.
That's the type of shit girls do, though. Like, we'll sit around and watch, and not even for sexual gratification. We're watching it just to see what the fuck is going on in it.
Yeah, and dissect it, and oh no, girl, I don't like that. You consider that big and all that kind of stuff. Girls do shit like that. I don't know. I mean, I get it. I get exactly what Matt's saying, but I just don't think it makes you bisexual now when a guy hitting it and a girl sucking on his balls. That's kind of close. You know what I'm saying? But if she up here and the other one down here, I really don't think that's bisexual. I think that's more or less a threesome, whether it's 3 men, 3 women, 2 men, a woman, 2 women, a man.
Don't mean I'm bisexual then, because according to your studies, that would make me very, very bi.
Exactly.
It's okay. That's not bad.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, you can be leaving 6 down. I mean, it's fine. And people, what you got to remember too is that it fluctuates. It changes. Like, you may over time move one way on the scale or another based on what you're experiencing. I mean, everyone interprets their experiences different, internalizes them different, and then they express
so my sexual
differently. So it's okay to like move and shuffle, and the point is just like everyone's just a little bit bi. Unless you're a man or a woman who's only ever seen or wanted to see or like wanted to touch. Like it's so rare to find someone who's extremely heterosexual. Like everyone's done something suspect once or twice.
It depends.
I think I had a question last week about this same subject. Okay, my question was like that weirdo husband who want to watch his wife get fucked by another man. Is that man suspect?
Like that's kind of my point. Like, is that man like both of them are kind of like okay with this weird, like different sexual act? Like, okay, so the guy participating is unaware that the husband is in the closet peeking through, recording everything. He don't even know that another guy in the room. Oh, is he guilty by association because of the simple fact there's a guy in the closet recording and shit? Or,
I mean, he's ignorant, so how can he be held accountable for his ignorance?
The rationale is kind of, I get it, but it's kind of iffy because sometimes you have willing participants and then you have people who don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and that's something I was talking a lot with Suzie over here about how intention plays a big part in it. Like if you intentionally go out of your way to reach over and touch your homeboy during this, then yeah, I mean that's different than you intentionally not making that. Like yeah, you intentionally high five, Eiffel Tower or something, Okay. That kind of plays into it. Like you're engaged in it together, It's.
All right. Well, if y'all don't mind, real quick, we have our sponsor, Moses West Online. Don't forget, people, Sex on Stage, August 1st, 9 p.m. Demure, Banquet Hall, 9400 Atlantic Boulevard, Jacksonville, Florida. It's not too late. He got a couple tickets left. Y'all make sure to hit him up. Moses West on Facebook. Mo, you there?
I'm here.
Can you get him your Twitter? It wasn't it Super Mo, I think, on Twitter?
Yeah, Super Mo on Twitter, SUPAMOE. I'm hardly ever on there, but yeah, I'm Super Mo on Twitter, and I'm Poetry Nigga on Instagram.
Just like
Poetry
that.
Nigga, Poetry NIGGA, one word, not ER, because that'll be racist.
All right, Mo. Tell us what you think. Okay, so the topic is in a threesome. Even if you don't interact with the same sex, you're still bi. How do you feel about that?
You only bi if you are attracted to somebody of the same sex. I've seen naked men all everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Naked men is everywhere. I've been locked up. As long as you don't find them attractive, as long as that's not fucking getting your dick hard, then you okay.
Straight like that.
Simple as that. I done ran many trains in my day. I done did, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no... Huh? I'm just saying, that was the thing to do, especially, back when we was young and we was new to this poetry stuff. Y'all don't know, poetry get a lot of groupies. They love to hear you up there talking that shit. They want to see if you bout it. And man, me and my dog, then we used to be on the road. All kind of strange shit happened. But no, ain't nothing. As long as two men don't like each other, then it ain't no thing. That's the problem. Like with niggas, especially black men. You know what I'm saying? They everything's gay. Everything's gay except actually being gay. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
No, that's real shit though, because that's real shit. You hear, man, nigga, that's gay. That's gay. That's real. That's real.
Yeah, but nah, I didn't get it all. I don't care what fuck what a nigga say. We had we had our fun. Yeah.
Straight like that.
But to each his own. Some people be scared of shit like that. Some people scared to be in them situations because deep down they like that. You know what I'm saying? Deep down, they probably enjoy seeing a nigga. Therefore, they spend their whole life avoid looking at a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because really, that's what they fucking like, but they don't want to like. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of niggas who gay and they ain't gay. You know what I'm saying?
They fighting it.
There's a lot of niggas who are gay but probably just don't act on it. You feel what I'm saying?
Now hold up. That's interesting. You said who's gay but don't act on it. So gay is about the thoughts.
Gay is attraction to a man. That's what gay is.
Just like that.
You're attracted to a man, you're gay. Simple as that.
So
See, a lot of people, a lot of people got good Christian values, or some people don't want to be outcast because it's a, you know what I'm saying, it's a, it's shit that come along with that life that you don't want to be bothered with. You might tell yourself, hey, I want to like women, you know what I'm saying, so they might don't act on it, and they can go their whole life without, you know what I'm saying, without even testing the waters, you know what I'm saying, but that don't mean they ain't gay. Them niggas still gay.
Just like that.
What I was gonna say is like, where does an acting on it come in? Because like, if you say it's only
when you have sex with a man, that's acting on it. That's gay. I mean, that's.
So at what point is it like when y'all touch? Is it like when you
enjoy anything a man do? When you enjoy anything that a man do, when you sexually enjoy it, then that's gay. You can tap your nigga up all day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can hug all day, but once you start enjoying the hug, then you gay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Just like that.
That's my take on it. And I meet all kind of people, man. Doing what I do, I meet all kind of people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got good friends that are openly fucking gay, you know what I'm saying? And I got friends who I know are gay and act like don't nobody else know it. You know what I'm saying? That don't make them, that don't make them no less people. I still run with them. I still hang with them. I still dap them up. But I just, you know what I'm saying? I know you gonna enjoy this hug, so I ain't gonna hug you like I hug a straight nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So you giving them like the half a second one. Half second hug.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just certain, but it's certain ways you interact around a woman that, you know what I'm saying? There's certain ways you act around a married woman than a single woman. You know what I'm saying? Just certain shit you don't do.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't go up to my homeboy. I can't go up to my homeboy wife and be hugging her too tight. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't how we interact. Me and my gay friend gonna have to interact much different than me and my straight friend, you know?
Straight like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Moses,
anyway. Matt was asking about the women. Is it the same? Is it the same for them?
Same rules?
Do the same rules apply to chicks?
All women gay.
All women are gay? All women are gay?
We ain't even Bobby just gay.
Well, damn, you just took us straight to
like
gay.
A little bit of gay, like a little. They got like 30% gay.
30%.
All right, break that down for me.
They just women just like women. You know what I'm saying? Women like women. They like to touch women. Like to see women. They like to, you know what I'm saying? And it's accepted. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's normal in society.
But does that make it sexual? That's not sexual. That's just something we do. That's just like watching TV.
Y'all say that, but I mean, I don't know. I ain't no woman, but I don't think I met. I met very few women that don't like women. Like just would. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't be bothered. Like most women gung ho with another chick around. You know.
Wow.
It just gotta be somebody, they probably trust, keep it on the low, not put the business all out there. But I mean, like I say, I done been around, and I at first I was shocked to find out, but most women like women. That's it. There's always some exception to the rule, but I'm gonna say way more than half.
Wow.
3 out of 4.
3 out of 4? Damn.
3 out of 4.
Me and Ms. Blak, we were saying how some women are comfortable to say, that's a cute dress, girl, or your ass fat and your ass look good in the dress and stuff like that. Does that make them gay, or is that bisexual, or is that a compliment?
I mean, women just do that. Y'all got different G code than us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could do that, and there ain't nothing wrong with it. I know some girls who don't like girls at all who would say, yeah, her ass look good in that dress. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's nothing. Y'all just like that. Like the ass is a part of the outfit to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, touch it and everything.
Yeah.
Listen at me.
Just that simple.
My sister do that. Every time She see some nice ass. She want to go touch it. She want to go, but she ain't gay. It's just weird like that.
Straight like that.
And I don't want to do too much research into what she do on her own time, but I wouldn't be surprised, you know.
All right, Mo, while we got you online, I want you to talk a little bit about sex on stage to the people that have never been. Explain to them what it is, because the first time when I saw sex on stage, the very first one, I was happy. I was like, Mo, my nigga, we about to see some fucking. I really thought, I literally, I was literal with it. I almost sued you for false advertisement, honestly. But we gonna, leave that alone. But yeah, can
sex
you
on stage? And I like the name to be that bold and out there, and you know what I'm saying, and direct and in your face, because it won't attract the fuddy-duddies, the people who gonna come out and be like, oh no, this is inappropriate, this is not what I can, you know what I'm saying? Like when the show called Sex on Stage, you can't really do nothing but be disappointed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't come in. You gonna come in with high expectations, but basically it's an art show. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big orgy. It's not a damn. It's not a swingers convention or nothing like that. It's just it's an art show, and we mix all the art with Blak. You know what I'm saying? So you got a dancer. She's gonna do some erotic things. She ain't gotta be a stripper. She can be a ballet dancer. We make the ballet dancer sexy. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a rap battle, you know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about shooting each other head off. We gon', you know what I'm saying? We're out fucking each other, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's if it's a poet, it's gonna be erotic poetry. If it's a band or a musician, and they gonna sing the freaky song, you know?
Okay. And you have, and since you've been doing it, you have different themes. What is the theme for the August 1st show?
August, it's the masquerade. This you just got people been telling me how to masquerade, so y'all just gotta come out and see how it works. But it's the masquerade, and like, when the ball drop midnight, everybody gonna take the mask off, people choose, people be riled up after these shows. Somebody might, you know what I'm saying, you might just grab some random stranger and just be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, me and you shall be acquainted for the night, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I did a lot of, till tonight do us parts. Sex on stage,
All right.
That's what's up. About getting tickets.
Hit me online, or call me if you know me personally. And I've been handing them out hand to hand. I don't you can get them online. I can on my PayPal and my events, but I actually enjoy seeing, the people who fuck with me. I like to be in their face and interact. I don't ever want to seem too Hollywood. I don't ever want motherfuckers to say, Mo think he all that now, and you know what I'm saying? I like to interact with the people who spend their hard-earned money with me, you know what I'm saying? So I'd rather you just hit me up and say, hey, I'm at fucking Burger King over here on 103rd, and I just hop right in my car, ride over there to you, and hand deliver tickets to you. I take pictures of all my customers and patrons and so forth, and just, you know what I'm saying, because I enjoy them. I post them on my page, let them know I am happy, I'm proud that people want to invest into my vision and art and support it. You know what I'm saying? That's everything to me, man.
That's real. I think you're one of the first people that me personally I've seen do that. I've seen a lot of people adopt that also and start doing it. It's a good way to show that you are still a person, you are reachable, you do interact with your fans and your supporters, so that's what's up. Appreciate that. Don't forget, y'all, August 1st, 9 p.m., Demure Banquet Hall, 9400 Atlantic Boulevard, Jacksonville, Florida. Get y'all tickets. They selling out. He will deliver them to y'all. So yeah, make sure y'all hit him up. Supermo on Twitter, SUPAMOE. Poetry Nigga with the A on Instagram, and Moses West on Facebook. So y'all make sure to hit him up for tickets. Now we're gonna move along. We're gonna see what Miss Suzie talking about on her tongue tips. Miss Suzie.
Hey y'all. Okay, well.
I'll snap now. Hey, so this week we got a little tongue tip. It's a little bit crazy, I know, but if you don't know, I am the Suzie, and these are the tongue tips. Da-da-da, da-da-da. I need some, like, intro music or something. I don't know. Anyway, today, guys, we're going to talk about the feet. Yep, we're going to talk about tickling the toes with your tongue, okay? Now, the feet are a really controversial part of the body for some people, but many people don't realize that there are hundreds of nerves, even thousands, in the foot that connect directly to all of the different parts of your anatomy. By placing your tongue in the right places, and especially at the right time, you'll be able to actually access multiple erogenous zones at one time. So, let's go ahead and take a tour of the toes. Now, in contrast to with the other tongue tips that I've started with and done over time, I actually want you guys to start off with a thick and hard tongue for this one. You know, the feet are obviously prone to walking around on floors, different surfaces, all types of other things every day. And when you're working with such a hard surface, you don't necessarily need to start with the gentle part. So, start with that thick, hard tongue. You're going to take a nice stroking upward lick right from the arch of that foot all the way up to the tips of the toes. Now, it is important to note as well, of course, you want to start with clean feet, clean body parts at all times, you guys. And obviously, you know, sometimes in a rush, a little sweat never hurts, but, you know, let's generally keep it hygienic. Now, anyway, you guys, now that you're at the top of those toes, what you're going to start doing is taking each toe into your mouth one at a time. You know, really slow, kind of moderate degree sucking. And what you're going to do there is each one at a time, all 10, go through each one. Now, after you've done each of those toes, sucking just gently, a little moderate firmness, what you're going to do is repeat that process, this time lightly licking the back or the pad of each toe. Now, if you can, if it's possible for you, maybe you can fit a few toes in your mouth at one time, and you'll be able to also maneuver your tongue to lick those pads of those toes while they're still in your mouth, you know, conjuncting, of course, with that sucking motion. I know it sounds like a whole lot, but hey, you know, these tongue tips ain't always for beginners. Now, anyway, if not, you know, no worries. Take another long, really thick lick at that arch and follow that line up to the tip with your nose, actually. So after you do that long, stretching lick right from the arch up to the toes, you're going to follow that same trail with the tip of your nose really gently, and along following your nose is going to be your tongue following as well, super gently. So after you do a hard lick, you're following with two very soft, more gentle motions. And I do want to take a bite out of the foot as well. So what you've got to do is get over to that arch, put those teeth in there, and not too hard, but you got to, you know, drag those teeth along the edge of the arch and along the edge of the head of the toe as well. Excuse me, the head of the foot as well. Now, while you're dragging those teeth along, you're going to notice, you know, obviously by now you're noticing plenty of reactions and convulsions from your partner. But you're going to notice that this one is a little different. And that's because you're accessing a whole different set of nerve endings there. Now, you're going to do it again, this time activating that tongue in between those teeth, still licking while you're biting, still dragging those teeth across the surface of the skin. And after that, you're going to try and take lots of smaller bites to get yourself from the arch of the foot to the outer side of the foot. So you're going to just eat up that whole middle section, just like you would do to your partner. So once you're doing all of that, you're taking in your partner's whole foot, you're going back and forth through these motions, licking and sucking and changing the gentle from hard and hard to soft. Everything is going to be pretty much amazing. It's going to be amping up that temperature in the room. Now, a quick reminder, while you're doing this, your temperature's rising, their temperature's rising. the hormones are raging, the pussy is wet, the dick is hard, everything is going crazy because you are activating all of these positively pleasing pressure points within the body. Now, you'll also be pleased to know that this can benefit from a little food play as well. Temperature changes, they definitely will work best here. So a change from ice on, the Achilles, even to hot cocoa on the tips of the toes, they will actually amp up this experience for you and your partner as well. So, just a few quick reminders. Let's go backwards. Hey, that temperature change for food is going to be really, really critical on the foot. Like I said, it's a nice hard surface, so once you get going and you're making those changes, they're going to affect those nerve endings differently. Definitely pay a lot of attention to the arch and a lot of attention to the area just under the padding of the foot as well. Anyway, you guys, that is all for this particular tongue tip. I am Suzie with this particular portion, and of course, if you have any questions or comments about this segment, Tongue Tips, you can email us at explicitpleasures69@gmail.com. Definitely remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Ladies of EP. That is at LADIES of EP on Facebook and Twitter. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over back to you, Ray.
All right. Also, people, don't forget, you can listen to us live or later from your phone. Go to your app store, go to your Play Store, download the Spreaker app, SPREAKER. Download that app, search Big Deal Radio, and follow us. You can also chat with us live during the show via that app. You can comment on the show after we already aired it. And you can also listen from your PC. Simply go to Spreaker.com, search Explicit Pleasures, and we right here. It's never too late to call in. We're still going. We still got some time left. So if you're listening, you want to call in or participate, call us 641-715-3580, ID 882-390. Again, 641-715-3580. Extension, ID 882-390. Right. Suzie. Is that, I'm assuming your advice is for both men and women?
Yes, I do try to make all of my tongue tips as friendly to as wide of an audience as possible. Definitely, if you're in a heterosexual or a homosexual or a, bisexual, multisexual, multi-partner, whatever kind of relationship you're in, these tips should be able to work for you. And I do try to point out, in specific moments, when something might suit a man particularly or a woman particularly.
Okay. Well, I guess that's one of my no-go zones. I'm not eating feet. I'm not eating no man feet. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no, I understand. it definitely is a controversial. It's definitely a controversial area, of the body for a lot of people. Some people are just like that. I won't even look at your feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ask me to touch them. I'm not gonna rub them. I'm not gonna paint your toenails. So I'm definitely not gonna suck them while we fucking. So.
It's just certain things. I've seen some. I can count on one hand how many men I've seen with decent looking feet. Most men, they have what I call street fighter feet.
Show me pictures, because I don't believe it.
Girl, you feel me? And I'm talking about, I'm 30-something years old, and I can only a handful of men. Two of them being in my family that I've seen with decent feet. Like I said, I usually see men with street fighter feet looking straight up like Ken Ryu.
Nah.
Hadouken
my
feet.
shit good though.
Who's speaking? Who that?
Yeah, send us pictures. We don't believe it. We need
my shit good.
We need ocular proof.
Who's saying they shit good?
That's deal.
Oh no, I don't believe that. No.
Man, whatever. Whatever.
No, I don't believe that one. Yeah, but that was some really good tips. So anyone that's interested in eating feet, go ahead and rewind and get some tips and all that good stuff. We're gonna move right along to Miss JusCreate with the real. You there?
Okay. Yep. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
All right. So since we were talking about, being bisexual this week, I thought it was only fit that I did a little statistics and find out what's really going on in America. This is what a study came up with. It says approximately 1 in 100 American women and 2 in 100 American men identify with homosexuality, with another 4% of Americans identifying as bisexual. Homosexuality is still a controversial topic in the United States. Proposed surveys regarding the moral acceptability and legalization of same-sex marriages show obvious trends toward acceptance and tolerance in the American community, which I thought was a really good thing, you know. It was one time where gay people were being beat up just because they wore a rainbow flag on their book bags or something like that, you know. So I feel like that's a good thing, at least in moving in a positive direction and something in the United States. If it's not with something else, at least that's good. Now the moral acceptance of being homosexuality, the statistics have greatly grown over the last few years, starting from like 2001, where it was down like below 30%, and now it's up to like 63%, being more morally acceptable. You know, I know in the South it's a lot of churches being in the Bible Belt or right next to the Bible Belt, so I know it's harder in the South for people to be accepted with their sexuality, and at one point the suicide rate amongst those people who were in same-sex relationships was at an all-time high, and that seems to be dropping because they're feeling more comfortable with being who they are.
Okay. Hello?
But I'm sorry. So, Moses, it says every 2 out of 100 men are gay, and only every 1 out of 100 women. I don't know if your statistics is right. I don't know if theirs is right, but it seems to be that men are on the rise as far as becoming more sexually open. I'm not going to say they're one way or another. I'm going to say they're more sexually open.
Okay.
Which I guess would back up Matt's theory.
And what was this? I'm sorry, what was the numbers again?
The numbers. It says that every 1 out of 100 women, every 2 out of 100 men, and every 4 out of 100 Americans are bi.
Oh, okay.
According to the poll. And the most recent was done earlier this year.
Okay. All right. Is that the end of your segment, Ms. JusCreate?
Yes, ma'am. That's all I have for you good people today.
Okay. We still got Aaron online. Matt.
I'm here.
Aaron. We got Diesel. Moses, he hung up. I thought I heard his phone dying when he was on the phone.
It's always dying.
Ms. Blak, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so we're going to get right into it with the kitty cat chat with Ms. Blak.
Okay.
Alright, well, again, we are in the kitty cat chat with Ms. Blak. Our topic for this evening is, believe it or not, three's company or no. It's threesomes, the hot topic tonight. And y'all already know how I do it. I kind of try to look for the statistics or, look for the most accurate census. And after I do, I kind of give my opinion or my take on it. So I kind of seen a few of them, but a couple of them had me all over the place. And some of them just did not seem logical. But I did run across the Cosmopolitan magazine, and they had a breakdown of 26% of men are completely not interested in threesomes at all, while 33% of men say it's their number one fantasy. Now, with women, they're very blunt, short, straight to the point. It says less than 10% says that they are absolutely not interested in having a threesome, which less than 10% not interested at all, that's a pretty high percentage for women. So, I also looked at another one, and it's called The Great Australian Sex Census. And that one showed, for women, 38.9% said yes. They've either had or are, they've either had and or are interested in having threesomes. Now, while the men, 51.2% say that they either have one and or are interested in having threesomes. Now, that seems pretty accurate to me. It's an Australian census, but that sounds pretty American to me. But anyway, my take on the situation, I am completely pro-threesome. I encourage everybody to, experience life to the fullest and try new things, and I see absolutely nothing wrong with it. No, I don't consider myself gay. I'm probably bisexual like 3 days out of the week, I guess. So yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. I am definitely, encouraging to try threesomes. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, that was a joke. I'm not really bisexual, gay, and all that other stuff. However, I do see pretty women all the time, and I will compliment. I am that type. I am the type. If your ass look cute, I'll touch it. It is what it is. If a girl want to touch my ass, I'll let her touch it. Been there, done that. No, I don't call myself gay, but people have their opinions, so whatever. As far as threesomes, that's pretty dope. I really think if you have two people that are on the same level as you, and everybody know what's up, everybody enjoy what's going on, it'll definitely be an awesome experience. However, some people don't like them, but I say to those people, just try it. Well, try it and you'll like it. But that's pretty much it of the Kitty Cat Chat. I just wanted to get those statistics out and give my take on it. Like I said, I'm pretty much pro-threesomes. By all means, do what you do. And that pretty much wraps up the Kitty Cat Chat. If nobody has any questions or point of view they want to give, I know Moses is gone, but I know if he was still around, he would really call me super gay. But yeah, if nobody have any questions or any point of views they want to say anything, then we'll go ahead and wrap up the Kitty Cat Chat.
Do anybody online have anything to say? Any questions from Ms. Blak?
I agree with you. I think the Australian poll is a little bit more American than the American poll.
That was super American. I was like, what? Less than 2% American women? Yeah, but
what if we around just that many freaky people though that we don't believe it? I said, what if we are around that many freaky people? I said, what if we are around that many freaky people where we don't realize that it is less than 10%?
What about that person in Nebraska?
Yeah, well, that was pretty much all of the one that I wanted to mention. There were several, like I said, but they kind of were all over the place, and they were kind of like not logical. But yeah, I think that Australian one is definitely American, if not half American. And yeah, that's all of the questions. I'm sorry, the comments, things like that. We'll go ahead and wrap up the Kitty Cat Chat, and I'll see everybody next week. We will have a different topic, and it only gets hotter. All right, back to you, Liz.
All right, don't forget, if you have any questions for Ms. Blak for the Kitty Cat Chat or anything you want her to research or discuss, make sure to email her explicitpleasures69@gmail.com. Don't forget, you can also follow us on Twitter, Ladies of EP. You can also type that in your Facebook search engine. You'll go to the Explicit Pleasure page and you can like it. We keep you informed on that page. Post on that page. Talk to us on that page. Email us. Call in. If you're listening right now, you want to call in, talk to us. 641-715-3580. ID 882390. If you are shy, you still want to talk, but you don't want to be heard, text us on the actual Spreaker app. Download it from your Play Store, from your App Store. Search Big Deal Radio and talk to us live during the show. Now we're going to get into our second topic. Our second topic is, how far are you willing to go sexually for your partner?
Okay, how willing you want me to go sexually for you?
Oh, she got the bait right there.
That's pretty much. Yeah, I feel like as long as none of my major lines are being crossed, that I am willing to experiment and explore with my partner. I mean, given that it's the right person, that it's somebody that I really feel comfortable with, I'm willing to push my limits and boundaries in order to fully please them.
Okay. Miss Suzie, okay. I pretty much agree with Suzie, with the exception, there's two things that's not up for discussion with me, and one of them is eating feet. I'm not eating your feet. And eating ass. I'm not eating your ass. Everybody that know me know I call it booty head. I'm not giving no booty head.
No booty head, right?
I'm not giving I'm not eating no booty head. Everybody.
I don't even see why a man would want that, but I mean, to each his own, but
yeah,
no straight man should ever want booty head.
You know, Charlamagne from the Breakfast Club, he actually talks about it enough. It's no secret he enjoys booty head. To each his own. I mean, I don't know. I actually know two chicks personally that have and probably still do give booty head to men. I have no problem with that. To each his own. That's just something I'm personally not into. I don't see myself being turned on by putting your feet in my mouth either. Only because the feet I've seen on men, and plus, like I said, that's not something that turns me on. You know.
It has to be a two-way street.
What, as far as eating the feet or eating the ass?
Both. You don't do anything that doesn't sexually gratify you as well. I mean, you want your partner to be happy, but you don't want to do something that doesn't make you happy.
Exactly. Right. And that makes me sad. Giving booty head makes me sad. So I'm not doing it.
She's so crazy. Oh my god. Okay, well, with me, this is like anal penetration, I'm really not with it. Tried it, don't like it, don't ever want to try it again. I know a lot of women who love it, try to tell me all those different ways to enjoy it. I'm sorry, that is an exit, not an entrance to me. Booty head, no. I'm sorry, I'm not going to suck, blow, kiss. Nowhere around your ass. The closest I'll get is your nuts and right beneath it. But your ass, no, I'm sorry. My hand will be there probably the entire time. Feet, I will not suck feet. Now, I've sucked a finger or two, but never feet. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty much game.
She said a finger or two.
So what y'all saying is y'all gonna give him a finger up the butt. That's cool.
Oh my God, too. That part.
Well, you know, I've never been with someone that wanted that.
I don't even like nothing in my ass, so I don't even expect him to want nothing up his ass.
Yeah, I don't think I would see myself dating somebody or dealing with somebody that wants that. No, I'm not finger popping no butt.
All right, the question is, how far would you go? I mean, I'm saying, this is your husband. Let's say y'all had y'all first kid or y'all second kid. Let's say y'all had y'all second kid, and y'all tired. You tired all the time. Maybe you want to spice it up, try something a little different. Maybe he was like, baby, I really like the way that the water roll down the crack of my ass and touches my balls when I'm in the shower, and it feels so good when your spit be on my balls. I thought maybe you want to just try that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he say some shit to you like that. Now, this man done giving you years, tons of security, all types of good shit. Y'all still married, so we're gonna assume you're happy, or at least happy enough. And is this just something that you won't do? Maybe just run a little spit down the old ass crack, make it dribble on the balls?
Okay, well, I'll answer that question first. This is just like, first I will ask him, is he sure? And then I will tell him no. Because if you say yes to that, it only leads to more. You know what I mean? Like, if he's open enough to say, hey, let your spit drip down my ass because I like the way it feels. The next thing he's going to say is, let me feel your tongue the way it feels. Let me feel your tongue down between my ass and see if it feels like the swab dripping off of my nuts.
So like, you know, only like Matt Scale, right? This totally sounds like Matt Scale, and it sounds like he's 10s or 8s or 6 or something. So
not me.
I mean, no, not you, but you know. That's pretty yeah, that's interesting.
And you know, you bringing that point, you bringing that up. I think that's why people need to understand the importance of really, really getting to know the person that you plan on spending the rest of your life with. Because in some cases, these aren't isolated incidences. It may have been times where he did something and you overlooked it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that he would. You feel me? I don't think this would be just out the blue.
Today talking about, you know what? I really think I'm going to squirt water down my ass crack.
Yeah, it took years for him to get that out. It took him years to get the courage to ask his spouse to let her spit drip down his ass. I feel like he did have that. I don't want to call it a fetish, but that craving or.
I mean,
he didn't want that attention. He was just afraid to ask. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I would say, "Are you sure?" Because I would begin to question this person that I'm with, because I'm like, "Hold on, you ain't want me to drip my spit down your crack of your ass the first time we had sex. So what changed?" You know what I mean?
Really?
Like,
that's real. I mean, it could be something as small as when you're having sex and he grabbed your hands and he pushed them kind of down past the small of his back, kind of gripping his ass. You have to really pay attention to little stuff like that. I had a friend that's where it started with her in her relationship with him, you know, wanting her to grab his ass and push it in there, you know, while they having sex, until him wanting her to start fucking around with his, you know, his asshole. So that's the reason why I personally think you just gotta pay attention to your man, you know, who you gonna be with for the rest of your life, because I don't feel like they just wake up one morning and say, "Oh, I want some dribble down my butt." I just don't. Yeah, I don't see that one. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm open to whatever he wants. So, if he
you're gonna make his spit drip down his ass?
I'm sorry. I don't like spit. I don't like. I mean, if we fucking and you spit, that is the end of the conversation. That's the end of our friendship, our relationship.
I got to disagree. I got to, because when I'm I'm like this, and it's not like this all the time, but the majority of the time. When I'm giving head, like, if it ain't messy, it ain't good. You know what I mean? Like, it's good. No, I don't. You know what I mean? Like, you need that slob. I don't know if I got extra slob glands or something, but I like it juicy. And it ain't good on juicy.
I don't need spit.
Now, yeah,
I beds into water mattresses. I don't need spit.
Well, I definitely agree with Ms. Blak on that one. I like sloppy top too.
Yes.
And hey, the guys like it too. That's the only time. What'd you say?
Yeah, I've never met a man that did not like that.
Exactly. That's the only time
you don't want to you pour water on his lap. No, but at the same time, you need that saliva to be just dripping.
I'm not saying that your mouth can't be wet, but I'm saying, like you said, the porn videos where they just spit and it's just slide, you know, it's just, pineapples, I can't do it.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Because sometimes you gotta spit on that dick, girl. You gotta spit on the tip and then No, let me stop. But anyway,
in this case, he just sit on the asshole.
If you push the head all the way to the back of your mouth,
That's
automatically will produce that saliva. You don't.
Yes, right. That is absolutely correct. The deeper the dick is in your throat, the more saliva it creates. I don't know where it comes from, but it just comes.
Oh yeah, girl, that's all them glands that the head hitting.
It's a mechanism your body triggers to think that it's choking or something, so it hopes that the extra saliva will help whatever's in your mouth or your throat go down.
Yep, slide down.
Very true. Yeah.
Well, that's the only spit I get for me.
Dick suckers of it.
No. I don't even associate with anti-dick suckers. What do you mean?
There you go. I know that's right, girl. Cyber's high five for real.
Yeah, it's that's the only spit that a guy gonna get from me is if it's on his dick. So yeah, most definitely. So pretty much,
but I like to receive sloppy toppy too. Now I don't like no dry tongue. It's just so uncomfortable. So I like to receive that sloppy for real.
or just a little tip. You can leave me alone with the tip too.
We're approved to be in that side.
Yes, honey, yes.
I'm telling you. So okay. So all right, let's get away from the ass for a minute. Okay, we're talking about what? How far are we gonna go, right?
Yeah.
So personally. All right, let's talk about I don't know, like would you let them tie you up? Would you let them suspend you from like the ceiling?
Yes.
If I'll bring the ceiling down with me, I'm with it.
Listen, hold on. I don't know about y'all, but I'm a slightly, I'm a full figured, lady. Okay, I'm not real big or nothing, but I'm a nice size. Okay, and you just gonna need some extra rope. Like, what are we talking about here? Can we put a mattress under me when I fall? Like,
Suzie,
I just want to take a couple of I'm so willing to do this. You know what I'm saying?
I just said that as long as I don't bring the ceiling down with me, I'm with it.
Let me tell you something. I have tried the strap. You hang it from the doorway. I don't know if y'all ever.
Oh, I saw that when I saw it.
Yes, it's like a swing, but you hang it from the door. But it's bolts and screws to where I don't. You know you know how the frame of the door. That's what it hooks on, and then you get the screws to where you kind of screw it into the wall. So you definitely are supported unless you have a weekend door frame. But yes, those swings are what's up, and I'm not small at all. It's been years since I've been real small, so yeah, I was thick when I was in that swing, honey. It'll hold you, and it is awesome. Those strings, those ropes or whatever, they are very supportive. Whatever they made them with. The straps, they are very. Look, it's sturdy. You don't even hear the wood cracking. That I definitely encourage you to try that strap. The doorway swing. You hook it to your door. Okay. Any door in the house, that's the kicker. So yeah, you can be fucking in the doorway of the living room, doorway of the bathroom, doorway of the bedroom closet. You can put that bitch anywhere. So, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Let me get out of my bag. Go ahead, girl.
All I can see is my relatives coming over talking about what's all these hoes over all your doors.
No, girl, you gotta get that flower arrangements and put them above your door. You know the core. Put that right there. Cover up that thing, girl.
Listen, that's messed up that I gotta spend like $100 on a swing and then another $100 in damn decorations to cover up my sexual exploits.
It's worth it. I promise. It's worth it. No, same hole in your door. You go right back to them. I swear. Yeah, but it's really fun.
Oh my gosh! Oh good lord!
I mean,
so what about some? Would you lick the crease under his butt, the little cuff?
No. Anything in that? No. The closest I'm getting is under the balls. That's my limit. If I have to go back any further, anything that has to do with his butthole, his cheeks, period, right. I'm not with it. No. I mean,
okay,
and
you could always tell you don't even slap your boyfriend's butt from time to time.
I don't.
Or, nothing like that even.
I mean, I'm not in a relationship, but
I love slapping me some ass. Yeah, I love grabbing some ass in the middle of some sex and pulling that nigga deeper into me and all types of extra shit.
I mean, and that's what's up.
I'm not that life.
Yeah, I'm not. And that's maybe on another show, when we come up with that topic, I'll definitely explain to y'all why I'm not even with shit like that at all, but it's definitely a reason why I'm not with that. But I choose to deal with guys that's okay with me not fucking with they ass. I mean,
it's not a prerequisite or anything, but
yeah.
Well, no, I don't like it. I wouldn't do it. I couldn't slap his ass and then I'd be like, nah, nigga, we ain't getting married. No, it's not that type of party.
I think me and Ms. Blak on the same team on this one.
But my thing is, you can always tell a man that's uncomfortable with any kind of activity around his ass, and that is when you're giving him head. If you notice, when you're around his ball area and he tighten up his ass cheek while you're chin down there hitting it, if he tighten up his ass, you know automatically he ain't with that ass shit. He don't want his ass fondled or fucked with at all. Which that right there is kind of like, it's like, put a little smirk on my face. Probably mouth full of dick, but I'm smirking like, yeah, this is my kind of guy. You know what I mean? So it ain't really hard to tell what kind of dude you got. But I don't think I would ever play with, lick, or do nothing around the ass. Even the crease of his ass. Like, that's ass. That's a guy's ass. They don't clean their ass like a woman. I mean, they clean, but, like, it ain't the same. And then their ass is hairy and
just creamy.
Right, like, we get in there. They, like, just get there. And, like I said, they have hair. And, if you know, like, I know, like, scent stinks to hair, and it's just, oh God, I just do not see myself.
No, that's real shit, and I'm telling you, Ms. Blak, that's the reason why I'm saying the same thing. I just want to be clear with anyone that's listening and anyone that's online. To each his own. I'm not judging. I'm just not down with the ass, period. And Ms. Blak made a really good point. If you watch men play basketball, you see their back. Okay, all that sweat. I mean, you have to consider men have hairy asses. A lot of men have hairy asses. Everybody done seen some porn. You done seen a man with a hairy ass, and it's just not. It doesn't do anything for me. Playing anywhere in the butt region. I mean, I'm pretty much with a lot of things. I'm just not with stuff like, any kind of blood play, any kind of shit. Like, I don't do the shitting on me or pissing on me or throwing up on me. And believe it or not, you do have people that's with stuff like that. So don't think I'm weird by just putting that out there. But I'm not with those. I'm not with eating no it.
Fight for that though.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's a whole website. Like, my cousin tagged me in something on Facebook, and I was like, why would you show me this? Like, he was literally forced her, his dick down her throat to the point that his goal was to make her throw up, but she was throwing up, and then I was like, oh my God. So,
yeah.
And like, making her lick it up off the carpet.
Oh, God.
See? Ain't that much
money. Oh my God. I'm about to throw up.
Ain't that much money in the world.
I mean,
it's not even that much sexual pleasure in the world.
I mean, look at R. Kelly. I mean, I seen the tape. It looked like him to me. It was a while back, but it looked like him with me, and he enjoyed peeing on that girl. You have people that enjoy these kind of things. I'm pretty sure y'all heard about the 2 girls, 1 cup. I don't know if it was real shit or not. I saw it. I couldn't watch it. It was disgusting. But you have people that they do that kind of stuff. I mean, if we have to get on that level of freakiness, I guess I'm not freaky at all, because I don't find it appealing with anybody pissing on me, shitting on me, throwing up on me, or making me bleed, or, playing a vampire shit. I'm not, with none of that. Now, I might shit on a nigga, too.
Mine is the blood thing, but, like, after peeing and shitting on you, what do you do after you do that?
You stink.
What goes next to your sexual relationship?
You know what I mean? I mean, even in that sexual moment, even in that session, when once he shits on her or once he pisses on her, what do you do next? She's gonna smell either like shit or popcorn. What the fuck? Like, I'm saying, like, how could you be turned on after the fact?
You hold your breath, dig deep.
Oh my God! Have you shitted on somebody yet?
No, not shit up.
I want to hear from the men. Is Aaron and Diesel still online?
But I can imagine, like, I want to stop, but like everyone else, keep going.
I mean, it seems to me like that would be, ultimately, I guess,
where do we go from there?
It makes you climax. You know what I'm saying? So it would be like, okay, poo, like, oh snap, I saw the poo, then I come, and then it's like, all right, cool, like, exactly, group shower time. You know
that means you could come every time you have a shit. Like, I mean, it's human nature. Everybody does it. When you go to the bathroom and you're doing that by your lonesome, like, it's like, if you're not turned on with that shit, how can you be turned on with somebody else's shit on you? It's like, what the fuck? God.
Well, the thing is that a lot of these, these kind of weird or out of the box, sexual things that people have, they stem from some kind of childhood experience that was related to, whatever fluid and sex. In some kind of way when they were young, whatever kind of arousal that they had, whatever their first significant, arousal experience was, it also incorporated one of those things that plays out into their fetishes and their, likes and things like that now. So it's not necessarily something consciously where in their mind they just grew up and they was like, yo, look at that shit I just took in the toilet. That's amazing. I wonder what it would look like on a girl's chest. I'm sure nobody, just randomly grew up and was like that. You know what I'm saying?
You can't be sure, though.
Prior experience whatsoever.
You can't be
but
sure.
Most people have some kind of past connection that, influences, that type of behavior. And what we tend to do is seek out people who are like us in life in general. So it's not really surprising that these people would find each other and participate in those kinds of activities together.
Okay, I want to speak to Aaron and Diesel. Can y'all answer the question, how far would you go for your partner sexually? Don't speak at once.
Don't speak at once? Oh my God, we were saying the same thing.
Aaron, are you still alive?
Myself, my limit is everything except doing anything that involves blood or anything close or resembling homosexuality.
Okay.
I have no threesome.
Okay, so Aaron, are you with giving booty head?
Me giving it or me receiving it?
You giving it.
Groceries.
If it pleases her, you know what I'm saying? Shit, why not?
Groceries.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hey, the groceries are what's in right now. Don't say salad. You know what I'm saying? As long as there ain't no corn and no peanuts hanging up out of it, shit, why not?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? But shoot, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm on a different level of freakdom or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Anything that don't involve me seeing another man's dick or seeing no blood, I'm good.
Okay. He said a peanut or some corn. I ain't mad at that.
That's what I'm trimming out like corn.
You know what I'm saying? Well, that's TMI, but you know what I'm saying? You done took a shit and you done seen corn in your shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as none of that stuff is visible and her hair is clean, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if the grocery store open, you know what I'm saying? I'm going shopping.
I know that's
well,
right.
You gotta get the corn in.
The corn, I can't see the corn. You know what I'm saying? That's just like if one of y'all was sucking a dick and the dick was stinky. Why would you suck the dick then?
Ew.
Oh, yeah. No, that's an absolute no.
Exactly. So, but again, if the grocery store is open, it's clean, you're not gonna go shop at a dirty grocery store. So why would I? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So if the grocery store is open, hey, you know what I'm saying?
All the produce nice and neat.
When you get around, that's what erogenous zone.
Okay, all the groceries nice and neat, well stocked on the shelf, the floor polished and nice. He said,
"Ain't no cracks between the cans, nothing."
You know what I'm saying? Especially just get out the shower. You know what I'm saying? We might have we might have another jam coming up after that.
Whoa. Okay. Diesel, you still online? Diesel. Alright, he here,
all
but
right,
he
so
probably
hold on, this is Matt. Let me chime in just for a second.
Uh-oh.
To me, if I'm with a woman that I love dearly and truly and honestly, I'll do anything for her. I mean, in life, in bed, doesn't matter.
Even have a threesome with another man?
If that's what really would make her happy, yeah.
So you willing to turn bi for your by your logic, you're willing to turn bi for your girl?
If that's to make her happy and make us like live together peacefully and her at peace, then yeah.
So you would be cool if she wanted a double penetration and your balls just rub it up against the other man. You cool with that?
All right, hold on.
That's all. Wait, hold on.
See, somewhere I gotta draw the line. And I draw that dragging my balls on another guy's dick. No, I'm not doing that. It's not glass.
I get it.
But pretty much most of the things that, you know.
But that's, you know what, that's dope though, because there's not a lot of men that would actually admit that they would, you know, do that for their girl, you know, or, you know, the person that they're in love with or they're with. It's not a lot of men that actually say, yeah, I have a threesome with another man if that's what my girl wanted.
No.
I've never met a man yet.
Me neither.
That has agreed or even said, yeah, I'm about that. So I
Me either. And you know what, Miss Blak? I've been told by a man if it's two men and a woman is a train, and if it's two women and a man is a threesome. So I went on to ask other men, and they agreed with him, saying if it's two men and a woman, it's a train, and how they wouldn't go there because with their old lady, with their girlfriend. So you know, big ups to you for that one. Salute. For real, because a lot of men like, I ain't about to watch no another nigga fuck my chick, you know. So for you to,
I mean, like, if I kiss my woman again, if I'm gonna ever kiss my woman again, I'm sorry, we ain't about to watch her suck another man's dick right in front of me. That ain't going down.
But if you would have a threesome with another girl, you wouldn't eat the other girl's pussy?
That's the reason why I got that stuff out the way before I get married.
True.
So you wouldn't have a threesome with another woman with your wife?
If my wife wanted it, that's completely up to her. But you know what I'm saying? I didn't sold my oats and all that stuff in life. I did the threesomes with two women and stuff like that. I'm good on that. I don't need to ever have another one again.
I have a question dealing with that.
That sucks.
Society wants its women to be chaste and to, you know, pretty much have no sexual activity or as little sexual activity as possible before they get married. So say that you marry this good girl that's been good all her life and she's been waiting to find her husband so that she can finally get freaky and do all of this crazy shit that she's been thinking of her whole life. So now that she's got her man and she's excited and she's ready to unleash the freak for him, you don't want her to do it? Is that, like, that's pretty much what I'm hearing.
My thing about that is, okay, just like a woman do not want to teach an inexperienced man how to do things sexually, why would I want the same
I didn't say she was inexperienced. She know how to suck dick. She know how to do all the shit that got you to marry her in the first place. But that's regular shit. Everybody does that. Everybody ride dick. Everybody suck dick. You know what I'm saying? That's great. But now, exactly. But now she want to be on the sex swing. Now she want to play with a couple of toys. Now she want to check out some shit that she ain't checked out before because she's been waiting for the man to be her partner and to like be her confidant and her comfort space and be the one that she can explore with. Like that's the whole reason.
Apparently, I'm not gonna be that dude for her. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, I didn't experience some of those things already. If she hasn't, I'm in my mid-30s, about to be late 30s. If she, you know what I'm saying, I meet somebody around the same age group and they still ain't experienced some of those things, then maybe I'm not the person for them.
So, okay, so you want the girl and the girl who's taken 2 dudes at one time and the girl that's like had an orgy in college and had a lesbian experience. That's what's up.
You know, if she didn't did that, if she didn't experience, you know what I'm saying, get that out the way. Like, when I was younger, it fucked me up that the person I ended up falling in love with had sex with more people than I did. It fucked me up, you know what I'm saying, because you women be having unbelievable numbers sometimes. I used to think, oh man, she sleeps around, she's promiscuous, she's a hoe, and all that stuff, and then I realized, you know what, if I can do the same thing, she can do it. You know,
and that's the reason why I don't feel like you should get into numbers.
I really wanted to know what you meant by get that out the way, because one thing I do know is when you meet somebody and you're with them for a very long time, the same thing you did to get them, you're going to have to start eventually repeating the same thing over and over to keep this person satisfied. It's not going out of your norm to doing something to spice it up. So when you say got that out the way, I don't really think that's even possible to get anything out the way.
Now that's digging into a whole different subject matter, because if your relationship with your potential husband or wife is based upon sex, then you screwed from the beginning. Marriage got to be more than just sex.
Sex is a very big part of that's a very important part of the relationship. In my life, sex is very, very important. Not big.
But if that's the only thing that you with this person for is just sex, then you already screwed.
No, not the only thing, but it is an important thing.
I'm saying though, like if we started off fucking bitches together or fucking niggas together, and then 6 months to a year down the line, you like, you know what, fuck it, I don't want to do this no more. Okay, that person might appease you in the beginning and be like, okay, we don't have to do this no more. But if that's something that I really truly like, or you really truly like, eventually it's going to come up to be a subject matter again, and you're going to be like, okay, well, I don't understand why we can't do this no more. This is what we were doing from the beginning. So,
well, you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't have to be the only thing in sex. I mean, sex isn't the only thing in marriage or a relationship, period. But it's a really big part of a relationship. I could marry a girl I hadn't had sex with. I could marry somebody or be in a relationship with somebody that I didn't know what their dick game was about. I'm just not about that life because I'm not taking that chance. I'm not gambling and not being happy sexually for the rest of my fucking life.
Totally agree. I totally agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? My personal experience of life, I know several people that have been married over 20 years, and I doubt very seriously that they having multiple threesomes with inviting the other. I think the more people you get invited to your bedroom at that level, it's different when you went like, okay, it's my boo thing, and blah, blah, blah. It's different. But when you done made a contract with each other for life, together, that's a wholly different thing when you start inviting different people into your bedroom.
And I agree with you. If we start off being booze or whatever, it was a one night stand that got a second audition or whatever, and then we end up being more. We started off a certain way, so it's up to us to keep that, to maintain that, or sit down and have a talk. We're like, okay, I know we started off by fucking after one night of being in the club, but, you know, that was just a one-time thing. But if it's something that we done did multiple times and now you're telling me that you don't want to do it, then I'm like, you know, you're not the type of...
And I feel your rationale like that, because it's just like if a dude end up falling in love with a stripper. Then down the road, he tell her, oh, I don't want you stripping no more. You a damn fool. You met her in the strip club. But if you know what I'm saying, if you was never about that, and then down the road you said it's just like okay, just like y'all was talking about earlier about the booty play for a man. If the man ain't never said nothing about you tossing his salad or putting something up in his ass before, and all of a sudden he decided, oh, I want you to stick your finger up in my ass. You go, I'm like, well, what? Why you ain't tell me this shit 5 years ago?
Oh my God! I'm sorry.
You can't have that double standard.
But I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm just saying that if we started our relationship a certain way, then you can't be mad with me if I want to continue our relationship a certain way, even if our relationship evolves over the years. We just started off as a one-night stand and happened to bump into each other again, and it became more than a one-night stand, and then we ended up being booze, and then we got into a committed relationship, but we were still doing the same thing we were doing. I'm not even going to say a one-night stand. We were fuck buddies. We started off as being fuck buddies, and we were doing, picking up whoever, having threesomes, playing with toys, swinging from the rooftop, whatever the fuck we was doing when we were fuck buddies, and then we were coming to a committed relationship, and now you want to change the rules of the game. That's not fair.
I completely agree with that rationale. I'm talking about like, okay, if you talking about what the other example was, she was a nice girl all her life, then she get a committed relationship, then all of a sudden she spring that up on you. Then I'm like, well, maybe I'm the wrong person, because if we ain't start off inviting other people into our bedroom, why we gonna end up start inviting people into our bedroom?
But do you think it's fair that you already had that experience to deprive her from it? Like, what if you actually were the reason why she decided she wants to experiment with that, because you're open about what you've done in your sexual history, and now she wants to know, well, hell, I ain't never experienced that. I want to know what that be about. Would you be depriving her of that? Would that be the same thing?
Good question.
my thing is, again, just like a woman do not want to teach an inexperienced man something, I don't want to be teaching on inexperienced men.
When you start a new relationship, you gonna teach whoever you with. I don't care if we've been fucking for the last 115 years. I like to be fucked, and you gonna teach me how you like to be fucked. So you gonna be a teacher regardless.
That's true.
Yeah, but you ain't bringing other people into your bedroom and stuff like that. They ain't teaching. That's something completely else.
You the one brought up teaching, not me.
I think it's the level of security. What I mean?
It's not about security.
I was just about to say, I don't want to say insecurity, because that's a harsh word, and you probably it didn't come out right, but I think it's just a level. It's levels to that shit, because like with bringing somebody else in, whether you did it before you got in a very committed relationship, or you started after, or you've been doing it the entire time, it's up to those two people to fuck up anything in their relationship. So I just feel like a threesome is, it's not. I don't think it'll screw up anything. Like you were saying, like it's a bad thing.
In my relationship, it's certain things that I've done that he has not done, and because he has not done those things, I'm willing for him to have that experience. I don't think it's fair. My opinion, I don't think it's fair for me to have had that experience and he not have that experience, especially since we were about to enter into a marriage. But if it was something that he wanted to do, he was like, babe, I never really did this. I want to see what that be about. I'm not going to deprive him sexually, because I wouldn't want him to deprive me sexually. If I say drop your pants right now, let's fuck, that's what I want to do. So if he told me the same thing, that's the fuck I'm going to do.
Right, but Eric, then you say, like, if you didn't start off with it, you're not going to do it. You was basically saying you would end the relationship if that's what you wanted to do after the fact.
My thing about that is simply like, okay, of course, when you in, especially when you start off a relationship, you start talking about certain things. Sex happens to be a topic that's gonna come up. Okay, if you knew that from the beginning, like, okay, well, eventually she gonna want to try this. Okay, then you open yourself up to it. But you know what I said. But at the same time, we can say a bunch of shit right now. Oh, I ain't gonna do this, I ain't gonna do that. But you don't know until that shit happens to you, until you might have a change of heart when it's in your face. But I know, as far as my principles and my stance on it goes, you know what I'm saying? if it's not something she did before she got to me, then she might not get to experience it.
But again, the only people that can screw up that relationship will be y'all two. So having something that an experience that she wants to experience. If you love each other like that, then I don't see how would that interfere with the relationship itself. Like, I mean, you love her and you're committed. So why not do something to make her happy, even if y'all done it before and y'all haven't done it in a while, or that you now disagree and she still wants to do it? You mean to tell me you would end the relationship if she wants to? That's like you giving head when y'all first start, and then you stop giving head, and then she questioned like, "Hey, why did you stop? I love that." You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, all the time though. But my thing is, okay, it's different if I'm giving her head and she giving me head. It's a whole totally different thing. I gotta witness her giving somebody else head. To me, that's completely different. Maybe I'm selfish like that. You know what I'm saying? If I don't want to share her like that, I can share in other capacities, but sharing her sexually with somebody, that's just, you know what I'm saying? If I'm in a marriage, nah, that ain't happening.
So you're saying you'll never have a threesome if you're married?
Again, my principles, my focus on this now is no. But at the same time, you never know. The stuff might change when you're in that situation. Because I'm not about to, because I'm speaking from a person who ain't never been married. So therefore, I'm like, okay, right now my stance could be completely against having a threesome while I'm married. Then, you know what I'm saying, next thing you know, my wife brings her friend over there, and next thing you know, we having a threesome. That's what I'm saying, something today that might be different down the road.
The circumstance will heavily weigh on the outcome.
Exactly. But
you don't know if you'll do it or not. You just
no, at this particular. Okay, you can't say what you go. Okay, when you in that situation, it's one thing. But I said, just like, okay, you might end up getting real fucked up one day and end up tossing the salad, and not even realize you tossed the salad.
I'm just gonna eat ass. I'm just saying.
Right. And one thing about it is, like, I mean, I guess it's to each his own, and you know what I mean. Because I know going into a relationship, I know I'm gonna suck this nigga dick. I know I'm gonna want him to give me head. I know I'm gonna eventually have a threesome. I know these things, and for me to say, oh, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. If I say I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it. Like have sex and have anal sex. Like I'm not going to do it, and I mean that. So like in your situation, you said no, you wouldn't, but then you kind of contradicted and said, well, I don't know, but you get what I'm saying?
If I've never been married, how can I sit here and tell you, okay, well, I've been married before, and I know that definitely ain't gonna happen. I've never been married. You know what I'm saying? You make compromises and decisions in that when you in that situation. I know as it stands right now what my position is. Down the road, that might be different. So how is that a contradictory statement?
I've never been married, but I'm about to be married. And if today or tomorrow Jane says, "Hey, I want to skydive and eat your pussy," I'm gonna be, what the fuck do I sign up for skydiving list?
I know that.
She willing to die for that head. Go ahead, girl.
And maybe because I'm a little bit more sexual than the average woman, but whatever the fuck you want to do, I'm gonna do it. Right? Well, not whatever, but 9 times out of 10, whatever the fuck you want to do, I'm okay with it. Right. If he said, let's go have sex on top of the police car right now, where the fuck is DCAB police cars at? Where the fuck do they park this shit at night? Right.
I know that's right.
You. I'm following. I agree.
I feel you, but I'm not doing anything that's going to risk my life.
In that individual plus another individual, though.
But if he said, this happens to be one of the things. Hold on. This happens to be one of the things that he has not experienced. So if he said that I want to experience that, then because I've already had that experience in my life, I'm willing to have that experience with him.
And it's because you love him, right? And you're committed, and you want to be with him the rest of your life and make him happy. That's what you do when you have somebody in your life and you want to make them happy. You do what it takes. And I think
even better, you know, you've been there, done that. Who better to
right.
you through that experience and to, you know, make it as painless as possible. You know what I mean?
This is something that he's never done, but I've done it. This stuff, yeah. Why the fuck wouldn't I tell him, yeah?
I feel you on that, but as far as like skydiving, bungee jumping, I'm not doing anything that's going to risk my life where I won't have my life.
No, I mean, come on, if we're going to do it within normal parameters, I'm not really trying to find a police car right now. I'm not really trying to find a police car right now if I'm on top of the hood, but if the situation arose and it just happened to be a police car right there, then I ain't saying I wouldn't do it either.
I know that's right.
That's funny.
I know that's right.
Yeah, y'all should be putting on a live porn show. You know, the dash cam will catch all that shit on the cop car. That'd be pretty dope.
I look, hey, Blak, hey, Miss Blak, this shit had an officer saying what you willing to do not to go to jail, girl.
I know, right? Run that shit back. So I book y'all ass with some shit. For real, shit. I'll run that shit back. I sure would. That'd be pretty dope, though. The dash cam, and you know, they walk around with a camera on them now, so that should be crazy.
Oh, man, can you imagine a body cam, though? Are you fucking? That's kind of hot.
I'm trying to think.
Listen, I don't know if y'all know what my Halloween is about to be like now that we're having this conversation. But, ladies,
I know that's right.
That's real. Yeah.
We done got deep into this one.
Gonna have to get the email dash cam video, okay?
Hey.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that. I have to remind everybody that's listening, don't forget you can listen to us live or later from your phone. Go to the App Store, go to your Play Store, download Spreaker, search Big Deal Radio and follow us. You can also chat with us live during the show via that app. You want to listen to us from the PC, go to Spreaker.com, search Explicit Pleasures, you can get us there. Every Tuesday, 9 p.m. EST. Call us 641-715-3580, ID 882-390. Now, we're going to have to go ahead and get into our last segment, Miss Suzie, with Choose Now, Pay Later.
All right, you guys, it's Suzie, and thank you so much for joining me again on Choose Now, Pay Later. Now, if you missed last week's show, then you missed a bit of an awkward homecoming between Rick and Carla. Now, he had been gone for 2 weeks seeing his wife, Stephanie, under the guise of a work assignment, but when he came home to his love, Carla, he had flowers and everything, expecting to come home to a warm embrace, and instead she was hopping into her freakum dress and heels and headed out the door. Now, when she came home pretty tanked and explained to him how she wasn't going to do anything until he got that big divorce, he went in the bedroom, slapped that bowl with cereal out her hand, and gave her a little dick instead. Well, that was checking in with Rick and Carla, but this week we are going to check in with Evie and Adonis. Adonis kissed Evie's forehead sweetly, and he rolled off the bed. His chocolatey flesh was shining in the moonlight. Now, he was rejoicing in his job well done while he headed into the kitchen to make him a snack. Evie lay on the bed with her eyes closed. She was soaked. I mean, sweating and sticky and wet with all types of just substances. Both sweethearts and a few of Adonis's as well. The music played old slow jams in the background, but all Evie could think of was Will. She only saw him twice now, but all she could do was contemplate their next visit. God, I shouldn't even be doing this, she thought. Evie knew that if she allowed herself to keep thinking of Will, that eventually those thoughts would turn into actions. Evie tried to distract herself with silly, inexplicable things like chores that she needed to do or errands that she needed to run or thinking of what color she would paint the house. None of those things helped, though. Everything that she remembered or thought of, it just brought her back to Will. She remembered the intoxicating scent of his cologne,
the way he smiled. Hell, she's been running the playback reel since we showed up and crashed her engagement party. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. I'm engaged. That's fucking crazy. I'm engaged. Yeah. Evie thought to herself, Adonis is really a good man, but his temper, he's so fucking angry. And yeah, she loves him, but she was also in love with Will once. Her train of thought was broken as Adonis came back into the room holding a half-eaten sandwich. He slumped down on the edge of the bed and turned on the TV. He was about 5 minutes into the show before he even turned around to see Evie turned over and masturbating quietly near the head of the bed. Her eyes were closed, but her legs were open, and her fingers were slowly working at her crease, in and out, and again. One hand was pinching and pulling at her breast. Adonis just watched for a little while the commercials were on, but as soon as the commercials ended, he turned back around to enjoy the show. Evie noticed what he had done. She was sitting there practically begging for attention, but apparently she reached her quota for today. So as soon as she came, having this explosive eruption, she fell right to sleep. Now the next morning, Evie woke to a familiar prod in her lower back. Apparently, Adonis was finally awake. She laid there for a few minutes, just waiting for her alarm to go off. And when it rang, she jumped up and quickly ran off into the bathroom. She got dressed, left the house, and said barely much more than good morning to Adonis on the way out. She called up her cousin Jason and asked him to meet her at the park. But when Will showed up instead, she was a little upset, but she was also pleasantly surprised that she was able to see him, especially after that particularly explosive orgasm the night before. They took a walk around the river. Will told her stories about his time overseas. They talked about many of the things that they had done in the time they were apart, things that they wanted to start doing together. Well, things were going really, really awesome. Will was just glancing deeply into Evie's eyes, stood at the edge of the bridge. The sun was setting. Things were perfect, she thought. That's until Evie saw Adonis running full speed toward them from across the park. What in the world is about to go down? Was Adonis going to angrily confront them? Is he going to play it cool? Will Evie stay faced with Adonis? Who knows? You gotta check us out next time on Choose Now, Pay Later. Now, this story series, of course, is going to get a lot more steamy and sexy and drama-filled, a lot like my books, The Birds, the Bees, and the Boudoir. Now, you guys can find your copy of this collection of erotic poetry on Amazon, Barnes & Million, and BarnesandNoble.com. That, again, is The Birds, the Bees, and the Boudoir, available on Amazon. Also, you guys, of course, if you have any questions for me or about this segment, definitely email your questions and comments, of course, to explicitpleasures69@gmail.com. And remember to follow us at Ladies of EP on Facebook and Twitter. Once again, that's explicitpleasures69@gmail.com and at Ladies of EP, that's LADIES of EP on Facebook and Twitter. All right, you guys, that's all the time that I have for tonight. So I'll see you guys next week on Choose Now, Pay Later. Here you go, Ray.
All right. Yeah, it sounds like Adonis probably going to be kicking some ass. Just my opinion. We're going to have to find out next week. But I just want to make sure y'all remember this Saturday coming up, August 1st, 9 p.m., Demure Banquet Hall, 9400 Atlanta Boulevard, Jacksonville, Florida. We have Sex on Stage, presented by Moses West. Make sure y'all hit him up for tickets. Poetry Nigga with the A at the end on Instagram, Supamo, SUPAMOE on Twitter, and Moses West on Facebook. Y'all make sure to hit him up for those tickets. It is the Masquerade edition, so bring your mask. Make sure you dress real sexy, and yeah, have a masquerade. All right, ladies. This is the open discussion portion of the show. So this is where we pretty much talk about anything. And I want to discuss something that one of the ladies actually showed us, in which I saw it myself. And a man was having sex with a pig. Okay, a pig. I didn't read. Was it in the elevator?
I think it was in a stall at Walmart.
A
Walmart.
Guy
Okay.
was caught having sex with a pig in a Walmart bathroom.
Like, where did he get the pig from? Like, you could just, where they at? Did you just have pigs?
Yeah, I mean, Walmart sell everything, but they don't sell no damn pigs. So that's a good point.
I just have so many questions.
And what?
Everybody needs a date to the Walmart.
So hold up, wasn't this in Alabama? I think. Do anyone remember?
Yeah, absolutely was.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out, how did you get a pig past the greeters in Walmart? And
I mean, I don't know. You know, maybe you think he's got maybe it's like a large belly, and he just sat him down in his shirt and maybe he's upside down, you know?
I mean, but I'm just
legs were like poking up. If he was like
a pig though.
Back kicking. But if you walk real fast past the greeters, then whatever.
A pig though. A pig.
You can take anything into Walmart as well as buy anything to take out of Walmart.
But a pig.
He told him he needed to get a pig harness, so he needed to bring the pig with him to fit it. I don't know.
Oh, true. Disability animal. Actually, pigs are very intelligent. So yeah, I could see that as a disability pig on a little harness, and I don't know. Let me take this little buddy in here for a cleanup, and I don't know.
Yeah, that's a little weird to me. And there's something else I ran across on the internet, and I wanted to see if any of y'all knew this. The American Psychiatric Association listed homosexuality as a mental illness until 1973.
Yep, I knew that.
Yep. Yeah.
I just found that out.
Said that
That's just like how women had hysteria all the time. For, emotions.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy to me. I just found that out, and I also found
cocaine was a common drug to back then. Cocaine was a common drug to treat most mental disabilities.
Okay, get them high.
The interesting question is that if and I mean, I hope I'm not pissing off my other homosexual friends when I say this, but let's just say for shit's sake, if this was a mental disorder, how horribly bad is the mental community like dealing with this issue? It seems to be funny. Like,
that's crazy. I didn't know that. I also found something else out. It was pretty interesting to me. Who is that, Matt? He's laughing at you?
Yeah.
I also found out something. It was interesting to me, at least. The word fuck. F-U-C-K. It was actually an acronym. Back in the good old days in England, it was severely underpopulated due to the combination of fire, war, and plague. The king issued an official order to fuck, to replenish the population. So, fuck actually stands for fornicate under command of the king.
Oh. Also makes perfect sense today in my bedroom. So, not change meaning for me.
and please don't hit my inbox asking me where I find this shit at. I read almost any and everything online. Knowledge is power. I like to read about sex and stuff like that. I thought that was really interesting. Fornicate under the command of the king. So the king like, hey, y'all two need to start fucking. We need some kids. Just that simple. I thought that was really interesting.
Quick question. What if that's where homosexuality started? What if he just got bored of seeing regular people fuck and started one day wanting to see some weird shit?
No, I'm just asking. I know it's random, but it's the topic of the night, so I don't know. My bad. It's on my mind still. Okay. I just want to know. Maybe he just took a little advantage of that. He saw two hot maidens, and he was just like, you know what, you ladies.
Any hole, any balls. Get at it.
He's taking advantage of his power.
It was common for men to have sex with other men, more so than women to have sex with women. It was common for a man to be fucking his wife and his dick go limp or whatever, and he tells his man servant to put his dick in his ass or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah?
Sexuality was a lot more open back then.
Back then, yeah.
Like, it's still like hush hush, but still, like, get freaky. Because that's honestly, they were on the right track, kind of just like, yo, have fun. Fuck, do anything.
Yeah?
Fuck it. Life's short. Might be a prude.
Well,
this is coming from the guy who says that if we fuck more than 2 people a month, that we're whores.
No, I never.
Yeah.
So let me just remind you guys of that one real quick. Yeah. But I think in that same show that we did, pretty much determined that they're one and the same.
No.
Yeah, Matt, he called people whores and bisexuals. And
I'm telling you, since I met Matt, my self-esteem has gone down to the shitholes. I'm a hoe. I'm gay. I just need to reevaluate my life.
Oh my god, go ahead, I feel so bad. 'Cause you're all beautiful women, and I wish you all the best. You're not whores.
You're just promiscuous.
You're just, and promiscuous in the good sort of way, Like, if we had encountered each other on the streets, then,
Right. Not the hoe, not the bad hoe.
Yeah,
it's like trashy with like fishnets.
Not fishnets, but like, from all your heroin, injections. That's what I'm talking about, that's...
Shouts out to Matt for his self-esteem.
The labels that and the definitions that I hold and internalize them upon you. They're just thoughts.
I like to give Matt a special shout out, Mr. Self-Esteem.
Alright, I'm going to tell y'all a story. Maybe this will make y'all feel better. So, one girl I was with, we ended up together for a little while, like a little over a year. It was actually, I think, the second time we had sex.
Damn, over a year and a half?
It was the first time. Very first time we had sex, I grabbed her ass and shook it a little bit. And I was like, I asked her a question. I said, you like it when I play with your ass? And she said, yeah, stick something in there. I was like, what? She was like, what? And for the next year or so, she had all sorts of toys, all sorts of, anytime, most days, she'd ask for it. She wanted it. And it's like, we've talked on the show about how, like, anything but makes you gay. And it's like, I was with a woman.
No. That was your opinion now.
No. But, hold on. But, like, never mind.
You the one that said something about butt being gay. No, a man.
It is, like, don't let your freak flag fly. Don't wait until you're 6 years into a marriage to be like, oh, by the way, I like this. However, like I said before, sexuality does fluctuate. It changes. So don't hold your wife or husband, at fault if something in their life changes. We all change. We grow.
Okay.
I feel you. I'm good with this. Because my flag will fly high with Team Hell on it.
I know that's right. I mean, I'm the same way. My flag flying high, whether I'm considered a whore, promiscuous, bisexual. I'm gonna do me. Some people on the show know I have what I call the deathbed story, and I look at it like, if I'm on my deathbed, would I be able to take my last breath and be somewhat satisfied with the life I live, or would I be sitting there like, dang, I should have sucked that last dick, or I should have did this, or I should. No, I'm not gonna live like that. I'm living free. At this point in my life, if I was on the deathbed right now, I would die satisfied because I'm doing exactly what I want to do. At this point in my life, I don't care about what people think about me, how they feel about me, because I only have one life. I've had a lot of death around me, and it just changes your perspective on things. So my flag is definitely flying.
100%.
What'd you say?
I found with you at 100%, and like Matt was saying, all jokes aside, at the end of the day, as long as you're happy with you, that's what another motherfucker say.
Yep. I agree, my dear. Well, this is the end of the show. This is the part where we tell all our listeners goodbye. I always like to make sure everyone gets to say something before we disconnect the calls. Who want to start tonight?
I'll start. This is Blak.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to thank everybody, all of the listeners. I don't think we got anybody to chime in, but anyway, thank you to all the listeners. Yeah, thank you to you ladies for having me for this Kitty Cat Chat, and I will see everybody next week. And that's it. Everybody have a good night.
You too. Thanks, hon. Suzie, JusCreate.
Oh, all right. Well, the teacher called on me, y'all. So, I guess I'm going to let you know that next week on Tongue Tips, we're going to be talking about TNA. Yes, tits and ass. So, since that's such an interesting and controversial topic on our show, I definitely guarantee you're going to want to tune in next week, not only for that, but also for the thrilling conclusion of this maybe not confrontation between Will and Adonis. I'll see you guys next week, and I hope you guys have some safe sex and a safe night.
Hey.
Oh, right. I just want you to know I'm posted. I'm just playing. But just want everybody to know that we are really appreciative of everybody that has been listening and who's been inboxing, sending us messages. We really appreciate it. We love the feedback. We want to make sure that we expand the show so it covers all demographics. We want to make sure we don't leave anyone out at any time. Like the ladies have said, if you have any questions or comments or concerns, feel free to email us at explicitpleasures69@gmail.com. If it's any one of us individually, you can always put our subject title or our name in the subject title. And just thank you guys so much. It's been so much fun, and I'm so glad that I'm on this ride with the ladies, and I can't wait to see where it goes.
Yay! All right, Aaron, you have anything you want to say?
Well, thank all you guys for allowing me to be on this show, even though y'all might disagree with some of my points. So I really appreciate y'all coming on the show again. And it's been great listening to you guys for the past couple of weeks. And hopefully y'all continue doing great things.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, Matt, what you got for us?
All right, I'll just say, everybody, just keep an open mind with your partner, with yourself. Try to just chase happiness. It's not something you're ever really going to catch and be able to hold on to. It's always a pursuit. It's something to reach for. So, go chase yours.
Okay.
When you catch it, hold on.
I know that's right. I like to thank everybody on the show. I would like to give a special shout out to Moses West. Thank you so much for sponsoring and calling up to the show. Don't forget, Sex on Stage this Saturday, 8/1, August 1st, 9 p.m. Demure, Banquet Hall, 9400 Atlantic Boulevard, Jacksonville, Florida. I like to thank each and every one of my beautiful Explicit Pleasure ladies. Thank y'all so much. I think this is big to show people that, Black women, we can do something together without being catty and over dramatic and all that. So I really appreciate that. Thank you, Aaron, for calling in. Thank you for supporting the show, calling in. Matt, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for calling in also. And it has been our Explicit pleasure. Thank you so much for everyone that listened. And don't forget, you can email us explicitpleasures69@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook, ladies, LADIES of EP, and that's on Facebook and Twitter, excuse me. And don't forget to download the Spreaker, SPREAKER app, and check us out every Tuesday 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Big Deal Radio. Thank you.